Environmental leaders and the city of Atlanta are investigating after thousands of fish were found dead along a 20-mile stretch of the Chattahoochee River. Riverkeeper Jason Olseth says the issue appears to be tied to Wednesday night's intense rainfall, with nearly 3 inches falling in less than an hour. He says the storm overwhelmed Atlanta's combined sewer system, sending trash, debris, and polluted runoff into the river. He says the sudden drop in oxygen levels caused fish to suffocate, calling the damage catastrophic for the river's ecosystem.
If we want a successful region going into the future, it cannot happen without a clean and plentiful Chattahoochee River.
State and city officials are now investigating, including looking into concerns over a foul-smelling black sludge coating parts of the riverbank. As cleanup and monitoring continue, riverkeepers are urging you to avoid the stretch between Peachtree Creek and West Point Lake.